the ride. We will have more persons in similar shirts, but we're happy that we have all the different clubs being represented here in their jerseys, and it looks more uniform on the road. So, right, so when Wayne asked me to, if the Barbados Cycling Union would be interested in doing this, we said yes, of course, because it's what we are hoping to do. We were always asking other cycling groups to come on board with the cycling union as the umbrella body for all cyclists on the island. So it doesn't matter if you're doing mountain biking, if you're doing BMX riding, if you're just a leisure rider, if you're racing. The point is that the cycling union will lobby on your behalf for all cyclists. And when we go to government and ask them for anything to do with cycling, it is not just for the cycling union, it's for all cyclists. Cyclists use the road as well. Not just the Barbados Cycling Union, but they're recreational riders. Some of those riders' names I just called were just recreational riders. Some were persons who ride with the Barbados Cycling Union who have actually lost their lives. So we, as the umbrella body for cycling in Barbados, we wanted to make all motorists aware that we use the road as well and to share the road with us. We have asked our cyclists as well to make sure that they do comply by wearing helmets, wearing the lights, wearing bright jerseys, not riding more than 2 abreast on the roads, and even maybe on our group rides and their traffic held up, to pull aside and let the traffic through. So once we do our part, we're asking the motorists to do their part as well and let us all share the roads. So that's what the ride is all about today. It's not only a memorial ride for those who have lost their lives, but to make sure that no more lose their lives through traffic accidents on the road.
So when it comes to road safety for cyclists, what would you like to see put in place to protect cyclists on the roads?
Well, we did have some campaigns started already. We had a campaign called Stay Wide of the Rider. You will see some signs along the highway. We have done a campaign with Minister Gooden Edgell when he was Minister of Transport and Works, and we had launched the first sign in Black Rock, where these triangle yellow signs show you that when motorists are overtaking cyclists or pedestrians, to give them at least 3 feet when they're overtaken. We had spoken about having the Mighty Grinder Highway be used at least one Sunday a month between like 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. for runners and cyclists to use there for exercising purposes. But we in the Barbados Cycling Union, because our we are training for overseas racing, we need a little more space and sometimes longer rides. So even though that would be a help, we still would need to be able to use the roads occasionally to do our training. We have guys who ride around the island in one morning for training, because sometimes when we go away, our rides are like 100 miles, 160 kilometers long. So we need a lot more space to ride.